Hi everyone. So, no, it's not a gun, it's the one. Swing training aid. So let me tell you why I think this might be the one. So I love investing in anything that will make my clients improve faster. I recently saw a documentary about South African-born Elon Musk, and he mentioned, do you want to wake up every day to more problems, or do you want to wake up to more solutions? And if we apply that to golf is, for most people, is a big problem. So the more solutions we can find, the better. I also remember when I spent time with my mentor, Mike Adams, in America, it hit me how many extra things he had to help his clients improve. So we already have, very lucky as a club, fortunate to have FlightScope as a partner. We're using their very accurate launch monitors, and thanks to them as well, we have access to the first swing catalyst 3D motion plate in the country. And I've also invested in in the latest knowledge over the last 3 years, which you would have seen and read about already. All of that is very exciting and fantastic, and we're very grateful, but we need more. I knew that if there's something that can let a person just feel what they have to do, instead of me and explain it and then hoping that it's going to happen, then I will gladly invest in it. So, introducing the One Club Trainer, it's called. You can see this moves. So this is designed to hit a stopper. Yeah, you'll hear the sound just now. There's elastics. There's different elastics and more weights, which make it very good because it's across the board. Juniors, seniors, ladies, beginners, and tour players and long drive people are using it because it's so adjustable. I'm very lucky because it's not available in South Africa yet. That my sister lives in America, and she bought it and shipped it to me. So what can it do? I'm sure you want to see what its advantage is. There are lots of speed sticks, and I have also introduced. I have a speed bomber and a jet stick, and it's all fantastic. But this one under correction is the first one that has this. I'll just show you. You would have heard that click. That's this hitting the bottom here. Feedback, and that's great. So what can it do? It can do a lot of things. So you can take the elastics off. I'll show you just now, and do different things for different levels of player. That's basically the advantage as well. But now, typically, if I give this to someone and I just let them swing, very often the click either happens too early or still too early, or it's not really clear, or they don't even let it click. So what's so nice, I can give this to them and let them feel, let them just ask them, okay, what must you do to make the click happen at the right time, a bit later? So yeah, unfortunately what most amateurs do is, first of all, their grip is very often mismatched. I've told you a lot about the grip, but it starts there already. And then in the backswing, they usually all sorts of things. I've been coaching for 25 years, so very often they go up, unfortunately, or they overturn, or they're too high or too far across, because they think that's where the power comes from. And then they run out of time, so they want to hit the ball, so very focused on the ball, so this kind of thing happens, and then it's all sorts of shots that happen. So once they feel what do they have to do to make it click later, then they realize, okay, I mustn't go too far this way, I mustn't go too far up, I mustn't go back too slow, I must get across onto the left, and then that can happen. Because with the pros, they've proven already that while their backswing is still happening, they're already shifting towards the target. While some earlier, some later, according to leg dominance. But that's what they're doing, and they're pushing they're pressurizing the front foot. And why? Simply because then they can use the ground to push up. So, and in this short space of time already, if the person just feels that a few times, as I said, we're so lucky, I can on the force block already see their movement patterns are improving, their forces are improving, and then the flight scope data improves and the results improve. But now, speaking about the pros, that's out of interest, and this is very interesting. So I am getting more and more touring pros coming to Stellenbosch, seeking what we have here now. And most interesting, I'm also learning a lot from them. So the most interesting thing is, but it makes sense. Also with men that I see, the forces that are expected, especially from them, from the pros, and the movement patterns, not what I really expected. So I have youngsters and, so sorry pros, but there's a good reason for it, it's not your fault. Ladies over 70 that I've seen, that produce double the force, the vertical force, for example, which is the one that creates speed mainly, and gets the release going, double the force of some of the pros, and a lot of the men that are half their age, or even youngsters. So what does it mean? It can only mean that, well, first of all, most never had this technology to see it. But what can we see? We can see swing positions. So now everybody else, I see even top international pros now trying to get the club into an ideal position. In the meantime, that is the new information that we have. It is very recent, but it comes from our mentors and their team of researchers. That everybody's different. I'm doing YouTube channel on this, YouTube videos explaining in a very simple manner, but it really is logical. Some people's arms work more like that and some like this, naturally. You can't change that. You can't one day wake up and think, I want to change it. And if those people swing naturally, you see the difference, but then they're wasting time on the same at the top. Think of Jack Nicklaus, for example, or this. It will be different for every person, and if the grip is matched, then we will see that naturally. If you take that away, then you're restricting the person, basically, taking away the natural ability. And I experienced it for nearly 20 years. So we need to get away from that, because we're paralyzing ourselves and slowing us down instead of moving. So this is the beauty. Once the grip is set, that's important. But I am also seeing the patterns, especially the trial hand, the person's brain. I've seen it with beginners. The brain is telling them where to put the hand approximately because they feel what their arm wants to do. And then on the plate, I can measure leg dominance. Time and time again, I'm seeing that the person already, the brain is already telling them how to shift according to which leg is dominant. So in light of that, how many times have you also heard, slow it down? Of course, when you're learning the sequence and all that, it has to be slower. But once that's in place and you have the sequence, the arms need to speed up. Because if you go like slowly, it's so bad, because now you have to suddenly get the power from somewhere and you try to get it from the arms. Whereas if you go faster, there's energy. I didn't even try to make that thing click. So to finish off, let's just show you another. If we take this away, then we have this situation with which we can do a lot as well, especially with beginners, especially, or people that don't do the grip isn't set yet, it plays a role, or ladies, beginners, the club is heavy, and or on the wonderful internet, they read somewhere or saw that you have to be wide, and now this happens, and then all sorts of problems. So for that person, I would go just that there, and then before the note in that time, now they're completing the backswing first of all. brushing down. That time they can transfer, and voila. So let's keep finding solutions. I'll bring you much more. Have a good day.